Thanks for joining my Lady D review series, where we take a deep dive into the world of movies, music, TV, and more. I'm your host, Deltra Williams, aka Lady D Enterprises Publicist, author, and aspiring writer. So grab your popcorn, tune in, and let's get this review party started. So today, I'm reviewing the movie Imaginary. Now, this movie is about some lady that moved back into her childhood home with her two stepdaughters and a husband. And her daughter finds this bear named Chauncey. She goes in attachment with Chauncey. He have her do evil things, and it's just a hot mess from there. So this movie should have just stayed in the imagination for a little bit longer because it's. So let's get into the positives, like what I liked about the movie. So the thing about it is the two main actors, the stepmom, she did an amazing job with being believable, compelling, um, captivating. So she carried the movie. And then the little girl, she's so cute. Like she did an awesome job with showing the innocence of a child. So she did. Those two did well, right? So I give them that. The next thing that I liked about the movie was it was shot well. The transitions were nice. Everything was nice. Like, it was cute. It was nice. I gotta give them that. Um, then the next thing that I liked is how they tried to play on the fact of children having this imaginary friend, just the imagination thing. Like, I know some of us as kids had imaginary friends. We had dolls or animals that we talked to. We did tea time. We did all of that. Even some of us were scared of animals. Like I was scared of Chucky and Chuck E. Cheese and all of that. So they did a nice job with that. That's about it. So let's get into what I didn't like. Whew, where do I begin? Everything else about the movie I didn't like. So first off is the opening scene. Like that didn't make sense to me. Is some spriter, a man running around like that. I didn't understand that. Also, the writing and the script was just a hot mess. Like the dialogue was given Tyler Perry. Like I don't. It just didn't. It wasn't compelling enough for me. They had all of these weird characters that popped up that didn't make sense. It seemed like it was three different writers with three different ideas, and everybody wanted their idea in the movie, and they was like, you know what, just F it, just throw it in, and we'll figure it out. So it just didn't mesh and flow correctly. I just didn't. I didn't understand that. They had this really Wonka type of theme, and it didn't work for me. Also, the pacing was very, very slow. Like it took an hour and 30 minutes to try to get to some type of action, some type of point. Like that was just too slow. Like I fell asleep like 3 times. Like it, nah. And then the next thing is the character development, right? So as I mentioned before, the main character did a nice job, the little girl did a nice job, but the side characters didn't add anything to the story. The oldest stepdaughter wasn't needed, the neighbor wasn't needed, even the husband wasn't needed, the weird off neighbor lady wasn't needed. It just didn't work for me like it is given to be to me. So as an aspiring writer, what I would have done differently is for the opening scene, I would have had Jessica, who is the stepmom and the main character. I would have delved into her backstory as a kid. Like, how does she get with Chauncey? How does she get out of the never-ending story? How does she get away from that? And then how the babysitter tied into the story as well, and the father. Like, what happened to him? So I would have done that and then jumped into the movie with that. Also with the pacing, I would have just immediately action shots, action, 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 not just take forever to get to the point. Also with the characters, I would have had the old lady either not in the story, or I would have had her maybe do a plot twist and have her as maybe the evil spirit that's controlling Chauncey, have it that way. the neighbor's son, I would have had Chauncey maybe kill him off or kidnap him or have him disappear. Like there was no point of him being in the story. I would have done that or not just not have him in at all. The oldest stepdaughter, there was no need for her. Like there was no point. The husband was just around. I wouldn't have had him in the story. And also, I also felt like the storyline needed to mesh more, so I would have focused more on the aspect of the imagination where they were trying to go for at first. Like, oh, okay, well, okay, the child has an imaginary friend. Okay, her and Chauncey are out here doing other things. Maybe they're trying to harm people or something like that. I would have done that. Also, with Chauncey the bear, I would have had him have his own voice, not the little girl. Like that just didn't work. It was confusing to the audience. So those are the things that I would have changed right there. So that is my take on the movie. You guys can see it for yourself, but for me, it's a no for me, dog. Like I said, it's Tubi for me. So yeah, that's my take on Imaginary. Just it needs to it needs some more work, right? So that's a wrap, guys. And make sure you like, comment, and share, and be on the lookout for more reviews and content coming your way. Remember to stay dreaming and stay creating. And I see you guys on the flip side. Bye.